Hey everybody, I want to talk about going back to work and post-mortem. So we're doing well. If you look at the curves, the IHME model, each day the numbers are way less than what the model was forecasting. So the model's been updated a few times, and the curves keep getting smaller. So what's happening, and that's good news, and we're all told that that's good news, and it is. It means that what we were expecting to happen is happening on a much smaller scale. And if our number one goal was to prevent our emergency healthcare system from shutting down, we're accomplishing that. Now, there are hot spots, okay? There are anecdotal reports, people in certain hospitals in certain regions that are telling us about the terrible conditions and the seriousness of the illness and, the difficult numbers, and that's all real, okay? We don't want to ignore that, and that's what we were trying to avoid happening on a countrywide basis. But overall, as a country, we're in a much better position than we thought we were going to be at this time. So, but there was competing information from Dr. Birx, or seemingly contradictory. She asked us not to go to grocery stores, not to go to pharmacies for the next 2 weeks, to stay in place, shelter in place. So, on the surface, it's like, well, wait, I thought we were doing well. Now you're telling me this big alarm, we can't go to store. Well, they're two different things. So, any curve you look at is giving you the magnitude of a problem, whether it's infections, illnesses, hospitalizations, deaths. There's a magnitude, okay, the height of it. And the new models and the actuals that are coming in, the height of that curve is much lower, okay? So the magnitude has come way down. That's good no matter how you slice it, okay? What Dr. Birx is talking about, if you look at each curve, as you go up the slope, it becomes steeper, okay? The rate of rise, the number of people being infected on a daily basis is increasing more and more and more. And that's because one person's infects three, those three infect three, those three infect three. So it's kind of like a funneling out, right? It's growing and spreading, on a very steep curve. So regardless of the amplitude of any particular model, that once you're on the steepest part of the curve and approaching the peak, that's when the most number of people are infected. That's when it's spreading the most, and that's when you're most likely to catch it and spread it. So that's the most critical time to lock down, if you will, and stay home and not even go to the grocery store. That was going to happen regardless of how high the curve is. So yes, we're much better off. Everything is going well. I mean, we're not going to run out of ventilators. We're not going to, overwhelm our healthcare system. No, we could if we just ignore this. So that's what they're telling us. We need to keep doing what we're doing. Don't squander the investment and sacrifice that we've made. But the caution from Dr. Birx was going to happen no matter what. It was just a matter of timing. It doesn't matter how high the curve is. So it's just smart, okay? It's not bad news. It's just the way it was always going to be.